Welcome back to Conscious Reality, where we speak on love, relationships, and spirituality. Listen, I have a question. Have you ever tried to stop thinking about someone and you realize the more you try to stop thinking about them, is the more your mind stays on them? Have you ever tried to stop thinking about something and you just can't? Have you ever been through a breakup, a divorce, a situation that happens in your relationship or with someone with a friendship, and you just can't stop thinking about it, especially when you're trying? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about to how to keep your mind off of someone or something, but let's use it as someone. Same concept, but let's say how to keep your mind off of someone. Now, this is psychology. This is understanding your mind and how it works. Okay, this is science. Before I continue, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe because I think this channel will benefit you. If you're here right now, might be the reason why you're listening. All right, so make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. All right, so how do you keep your mind up of someone? You're being with someone have left, or you have left someone, but you can't stop thinking about them. And you are struggling. You think that something is wrong with you. You think that you need healing. You think you are sick. And I want to tell you right now, you are not sick. You see, the truth is the worst way to try to keep your mind off of someone is to actually try to keep your mind off of someone. This is the worst way to do it. Many of you are telling your mind, don't think about them, don't think about her. And the more you say, don't think about him, you begin to resist. And as you begin to resist, you can't stop. You lose control. It stays on your mind. Everywhere you go, you think of them. You think of them maybe more. The thought grows and it grows and it grows. Next thing you know, you have anxiety, you're depressed, you're anxious, you're frustrated, you're mad, you can't stop thinking about them at all while they're living their best life. So how do you keep your mind off of someone? Now I have a few strategies that you can use to try to keep your mind off of someone. Let's go into it. The first one, number one, think about something that you can control. See, when your mind is minding, you have to see a lot of times you keep your mind on things that you can't control. That's what the mind does the most. Things that you haven't solved, problems, things that you don't know, the unknown, things that you can't control. And the mind naturally goes there. Because why? Because that's what the mind does. So now it is up to you to put your mind on something you can control. Now look at your life and see, look at what you have in your life and see what can I control? What can you control? You can control what you eat. You can control what you're doing. You can control working out. You can control going for a walk. You can control going for a run. Understand, you got to put your mind on the things that you have power or control over. Because when you put your mind on things that you don't have power over, you lose it. Your energy is distributed to those things. Next thing you know, you're drained, you are tired, and you because you've been fighting all day, fighting your own thoughts. So use your thoughts. Someone said, even if you cannot control or stop your mind from thinking, you can change what it thinks about. Now I know the point is, how do you take your mind off someone? I'm telling you, put your mind on something that you have control over. You don't have control over someone, what they do, where they go, who they're with, what they may be doing tomorrow. You don't have control. And the sooner you acknowledge that, is the better it is for you. Put your mind on what you have control over. See, some of you already got control of nothing. That's why your life is a mess. Because you allow people and things and behaviors to control where your mind travels to. This is where you start to practice putting your mind where you want to put it. Okay? Number two, one of the hardest things that we can do, especially as the average person, is to focus on the moment. This moment. Number one goes with number two. Focus on this moment. All you have is this moment. Now, the question is, what are you doing right now? Like, if I use myself for example, I am sitting down on this chair. I am speaking to the camera. Nobody is here bothering me. Nobody is here poking at me. Nobody is disrespecting me. Nobody is lying to me. I am just here right now. I am breathing. I am existing. I am creating thoughts and energy. I am surviving. I am sitting. That's what I'm doing. I am present. I can feel my body. I can hear my voice. I can hear my heartbeat. I can feel my chest rise and fall. Focus on the present moment. See, the thing is, your mind is less control in the past or the future. If you focus on the past or the future, you have no control over your mind. If you focus on the present moment, you can tell the mind where to go by staying present in what you are doing. And the truth is, some of you all are not hurt. If you look at what you are doing right now, nothing is happening to you. Nothing is wrong with you, but your mind cannot stay present. The problem is our minds cannot stay present. Let me tell you a fact. Many of us are already healed. But the thing is, your memory makes you think that you are not because your mind wanders, your mind travels, it travels back to last year, 10 years ago, 20 years ago when you was abused. So now you think that you are not healed. The truth is, if you learn to stay present, healing only happens in the present. Peace is only in the present. And love is only in the present. If you can stay present, what am I doing? I'm eating some cheesecake and some cookies. This tastes good. Let me see how my taste bud enjoy this taste. Let me see how my stomach accepts it. Let me see how my body reacts to it. Focus on the present. If you're not focusing on the present, you will lose control of where you don't want to go. Stop worrying about what could have, should have, didn't, yesterday, tomorrow. You have no control over that at all. Focus on the present. Number 3, when it comes to your thoughts, you understand that your thoughts don't come from your head. It doesn't come from your brain. Your thoughts come from the type of frequency that you are in. Okay? So like for instance, a person who is angry would have angry thoughts. A person who is happy would have happy thoughts. A person who is scared would have fearful thoughts. If you are sad, you would have sad thoughts. If you are happy, you will not have sad thoughts. And if you are angry, you will not have joyful thoughts because the frequency don't match. To be joyful or to have joyful thoughts and to be angry, the frequency is off a line. So the body naturally rejects one. Okay? Whichever one is weaker, it throws it out and keep the one that's stronger, which is usually your emotions. So since you have to be in that energy or that frequency to have that type of thought, what does it tell you? If you can't stop thinking about something, change your vibration. You're in the wrong frequency. That's why your mind is going there. If you elevate your frequency by changing the way how you feel, listen, this is your feelings. I think one of the things that we don't think that we can do is to change our feelings. This is your feelings. You change them every day. But the only difference is you're not doing it on purpose. What if you take charge over your own feelings and feel, if I say right now, hey, feel happy. Do you really need a reason? If I say, hey, feel angry, you don't need a reason. You can remember what it feels like and get in that vibration. Because that's what you do every other day. You remember what anger feels like, and you remember something similar that happens that evoke that anger within you, and you can get angry. So all you have to remember is to connect both things. You have to remember what it feels like, and then it comes. That's it. That's how emotions come. So if you can change your emotions, you can change your thoughts. Many of you don't want to do this because it takes discipline and it takes being present, which is number 2. You have to be present to change your emotions. If you are not present, if you're not in the now, you cannot change your emotions. You have to take which emotion is in that time where you exist currently in your mind. But if you change the emotions, your mind will travel back to a place where the emotion match your thoughts. Understand, where the emotion match your memory. Please understand that you have the power to do that. Number 4, when the thing comes to your mind, don't fight it. When he comes to your mind, when she comes to your mind, the worst thing that you want to do is fight it. Because what you fight or what you resist will persist. Understand, when you resist something, it becomes bigger. You fight in it. You send energy to that thing. I said before this, if you like something or if you dislike something, you are giving the same amount of energy. Do you know that? If you plant a carrot and you plant a poison tree or poison plant, they both grow. Why? Because the earth does not care which one you plant. It doesn't care. It just grows it. If you like something and you don't like something, you're giving both energy because is whenever you give energy, it grows. It doesn't matter which one it is. I think some of you think if I don't like something, it doesn't grow. But no, it grows. So when you resist something, you are sending energy to that thing. You send in energy to that thing, and the thing begins to grow because you focus. See, wherever my focus go, my energy flows. Wherever my attention goes, my energy flows. So when you put your energy on something, or you focus on something, your energy flows there. So if my focus is on, I don't like him, I don't like her, I don't like this thought, it grows because energy is flowing there. If I think I like him, I like her, energy is flowing there too. Understand? So what you want to do when the thing comes to mind, don't fight it because when you fight it, it persists, it stays. Instead, what you want to do, you want to find the good in that thing. When it comes to mind, find the good in it. When you find the good in it, what happens? The mind accepts it and the mind stops resisting. So therefore it flows through. It passes through. See, when you resist it, you hold on to it. It stays. When you let it be and find the good in it, it passes through. Thoughts will pass through if you don't tense. If you tense up, you keep it. If you relax, find the good, look for the good stuff, it flows through. And go for the next thought. Understand, that's how it works. So the thing is, number 4, don't fight the thought. And lastly, when a person comes to mind, one thing that you should do is send them love. I said it, no matter what they did to you, how they did it, send them love. It's very hard to be angry at something that you send love to. See, when you send them hate and anger and resentment, oh man, it is so hard to not resist them. And when you resist them again, they grow on you. What you want to do is send them love. Send them love. Because when you send them love, what happens? What happens when you send them love? You accept what happened. Your body relaxes. You feel better. You feel like you are controlling it. You are in control. You feel you are in the present because you are sending them love. And when you send them love, you set them free. When you send them love, you set them free and you set yourself free. You separate yourself. When they come to mind, when you send them love, the mind won't find resistance in it. And if the mind don't find resistance, the thought doesn't come back. It comes back fewer and fewer. The only reason why a thought comes back so much is when you resist it. If you don't resist it, the thought don't come back. If you resist, it comes back because you give it energy. Whatever you give energy to, persists. Whatever you give energy to, grows even more. Whatever you give energy to, it keeps coming. That's what happens. You are creating this thing and you think something is wrong with you. Yes, you are creating your own chaos in your life because you are giving something that you don't want energy. So if you're giving love, you stop resisting. The mind says, okay, this person, I don't have to bring it back anymore. I don't have to suffer anymore. So that the thought will pass through. Again, you can't even be angry at someone that you send love to. If you're not angry, you don't resist. If you are peaceful, joyful, you're not resisting. So therefore, send them love. When you think about them, feel love, experience love. Experience happens, experience. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how you do it. You have to trick and convince the mind that there's no reason for the thought to stay or persist. That's why when you think about them, you hate the feeling. You hate how you feel. You hate how you think. Understand what I'm saying? This is very simple. This is 5 things. If you want to help yourself, this is what you do. So again, this is how to keep your mind off of something using psychology, using science. I hope you try it. I hope it works. I hope you subscribe. You all have a beautiful day. Be blessed.